Hello and welcome. This is episode 23 of our Nightingale Let's Play, and on today's episode, we will be picking up where we left off, essentially, from last time. So, quick recap, last time we did some stuff where we were giving offerings to various creatures in exchange for the automation charm oil, or I should say automaton. It's automaton, apparently. Automaton charm oil, Heliocytic etched ingot, and the Elder Jotun heart. We made items to trade with these three entities, and then we got these things in return. So I carefully put them in the peeps box so we can hand them to Nellie Bly. So another thing I want to point out is that we've gotten a new quest pop up for Wilhelmina Sasse. So I'm actually going to head over there quickly and then pick up that new quest. I'm not going to do the quest, but I just want to show you guys like what the quest actually is. Every time she has a new rumor that you should listen to or hear about. But yeah, she has basically a new rumor every time you enter like a new area. Oh, that was weird. I like lagged hard. Oh, okay. All right. Lagging hard there. She has a new rumor every time you unlock a new area, or every time you you know, hop from one place to another. So I figured it was worth heading over there, picking up the quest, and yeah, I'll see you guys over there. All right, we're almost there. There we go. Let's talk to Wilhelmina. Ah, you again. Always a pleasure. Hoping to make a trade, or are you here just here to talk? I'm sure there's plenty in your past I'd love to hear about. Have you heard any rumors lately? Always. Something particular you're looking for? Have you heard tell of anyone notable in the realms? Oh, I've heard tell of someone more than notable. Infamous, in fact. A monstrous doctor excommunicated from even the most sinister sects of the Hermetics for his mad delusions of godhood. Hidden away in the hollowed moor, Victor Frankenstein himself stalks the sands, looking for yet more corpses to desecrate in pursuit of his unholy ends. Okay, so this, I'm just gonna say something really quick. This passage that she just said, you know, himself stalks the sands, that needs to be corrected. It looks like they never went back and fixed Wilhelmina's text here, because it's implying that he's still in a desert area. He's not in a desert area anymore. Victor Frankenstein, you used to find him in, I believe, the Herbarium Desert Realm, but now he's in the Hollowed Moor, so that actually needs to be corrected, and I'll try to make a note of this and report this right away. So I just want to let you guys know that. All right. Have you heard tell of anyone notable out in the realms? Now here's a report I can scarcely believe, sulking about the Hollowed Moor, the mad poet himself, Edgar Allan Poe. Though my informant spoke of him most clearly, he stared right through them, seized by some terrible otherworldly affliction. But have we a true encounter with a man 40 years dead, or some rather deranged imposter? I impose you'll have to see for yourself. Okay, well, it's funny she has that, but I already talked to him. Let's see. Nope, I can't really do anything here. Alright, moving back. I'm kind of doing this out of order. I should have picked that up before I went to the Hollowed Moor, but I didn't realize I was so behind in those rumor quests. But that's okay. It's kind of expected, considering I'm not really focusing that. Anyway, we picked it up. We're also not going to do the search for lawman quest. We are going to gonna track these three. All right, and we're gonna head over to Gloriana's Tears. But first, I'm going to take a peeps box with me, actually. Let's grab one from over here. And then I'm going to rest. All right. Now let's head over to the crossways. Okay, and it should be this one, I believe. Let me double check, make sure it's the right one. Yep. All right, and we're back. Let me check my settings real quick. Okay, just want to make sure. Let's get my stuff in the inventory. Build the peeps box. Grab the stuff. There we go. All right, let's hand it in.
I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer that needs fixing. Be brief, will you?
I've retrieved the Pellucidic etched ingot.
Pellucidia. You have it? I've never seen it myself. While I appreciate discretion, you should have approached waving a find like that in your hands. Pass the ingot here. Quickly now. I feel strangely chilled by looking at its surface. I can't fathom what it would be like to observe in its raw state. Tell me, did the Sun Giants put up a fight? How did you not end up squashed like a worm?
They're intelligent and open to trade.
You traded with one. I'm dumbstruck by the possibility. Perhaps after this is all said and done, I'll write an article about your exploits. Of all the resources we needed, this was the one I was least confident we could obtain. Yet here it is, our attunement conductor. We must, however, not get ahead of ourselves. There are still 2 missing resources we'll require if we have any chance of tinkering with that stabilizer. Oh, and this here is for you. From all of us. While altruism and exploration are the finest rewards for a realm walker, don't pretend you weren't expecting some other recompense. We're nearly there. The watch is within reach. The only question is, can we grasp it?
Only one way to find out. All right. And she just gave me Charm of Cleaving, Quake, and an explorer's backpack. So there we go.
I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer that needs fixing. Be brief, will you?
I've retrieved the Elder Jotun heart.
The Elder Jotun heart. Don't yank this gal's chain. If you manage to come by such a rarity, don't make me beg to see it. Oh my stars. You've taken the soles right off my shoes. Just look at it. Like staring into the eye of beauty herself. I must know the story of how you came to possess it.
They do just about anything for fresh meat.
I wouldn't have taken them to be carnivorous, but nothing is ever as it seems in the realms. The druids will have a heyday with this knowledge. If I've done my work here, this heart should slot right into the stabilizer where the radium firebox used to be. You've put a real dent in our mission, my friend. Only one more resource to go. Mayhap you harbor the Geo-Arcanist's soul after all. Oh, before I forget, while out scavenging, one of the survivors found an old Red Cross cache. We thought you'd be able to make better use of it than us. No sense lingering any longer. There's a new optimism in the air, just waiting to be seized.
And seize it we shall. Alright, so I've gotten a wood bundle, Fabled Elder Jotun wood, so that's a lot, which is kind of cool. Something else I forgot to mention is we got a Charm of Cleaving. We've also gotten some Holt Bloom plant fiber, which is kind of cool. Alright, let's continue.
I've got people that need my attention and a portal stabilizer that needs fixing. Be brief, will you?
I retrieved the automaton charm oil.
You've really done it then? The charm oil is in your pack? Hand it here, if you would, so I might keep it safe. Well, I'll be. This is a major step forward, I must say. I'm partly afraid to ask, but how did you manage to obtain it?
A civil if bizarre trade.
I wasn't sure it was possible given how oddly those automatons behave. What a marvel that must have been to see one up so close. Still, what matters most is that now we've got our combustion fluid. In fact, it's the final piece of our portaling puzzle. I can hardly believe it, but you've done mighty fine collecting all the resources. Mighty fine indeed. The survivors here wanted to thank you for the burden of responsibility you've taken on. They pitched in and pooled their goods. This is for you. A token of our gratitude. Let's not lose the path now. We must keep on, ever vigilant, ever steady.
Onward we go.
Indeed. You must be proud of yourself. You're a real doer in a desperate situation.
I trod the path that needed treading.
Spoken like a bygone realm walker. Keep that tongue service up, and you'll be the apple of Mr. Quatermain's eye. Not everyone could persevere in these Feywilds as you have. Retrieving these fantastical resources proves your willingness to forge a better tomorrow. The way you went about this deed shows even greater courage. You chose diplomacy with these creatures. In doing so, you've delivered more than resources. You delivered hope. Not just to me, but to all these aimless souls cast aside in the defining struggle of our era. Let's not dally any longer, and have faith that this pile of rust will bring us to the Watch. It'll take a moment to fit everything in place.
You're able to fix it yourself?
I'll have you know I've patented several of my own inventions. And while my knowledge of these engines may not match dear Victor's, it's enough to get by in a pinch. Just a few moments more. The oil is heating. My God, does that stink. Like a fisherman's corpse. And the attunement conductor appears to be facilitating the flow. I can hardly believe this is happening, but the stabilizer should spark up momentarily.
It actually worked?
We're about to find out. It's only right that you take the first step. If the danger is truly past, the gate should recognize you're fit to enter. Just head straight down and you'll see the portal. On the other side, ensure you consult with Mr. Quatermain straight away. He'll want a word with an unsanctioned realm walker who helped reopen a stable connection.
See you in the Watch, I hope. Sooner or later.
Yes, yes. No need to milk this parting for all it's worth. I already offered my overly sentimental thoughts. Your interrealmic chariot awaits, and that's one horse I wouldn't keep waiting.
All right. So now that we've completed that quest, let's see what else we've gotten. We got a dispel spell. Dispel spell. That's funny. Let's see. Molded glass, not really helpful. We did get noble Bisaltmus ingots. We got 5 of them. That's kind of nice. Tier 5. Iron edged ingots. And constancy infusion. So for durability, okay. And we also got a prodigious environmental potion. But overall, not bad. And we've also gotten Scout's boots. I think these boots are worse than what my helper's currently wearing. Yeah, they are. Backpack is better though, so I'm gonna equip that onto my helper. So there we go. And this weapon is also better, so I think I'll give them the sling bow, and then I'm going to I think I'm going to hold the rifle for myself for now. And I think that's about it. Alright, let's go.
Hie thee, realm walker, into the depths. My eyes are on stalks. I admit, credence towards this ramshackled stabilizer wavered like wisps in sunlight. I won't dare set foot within the watch, but fret not. This isn't the last you'll see of Robin. I'll call when the time is nigh to fulfill your end of the bargain, as per our agreement. Don't you recall pledging your troth? You made a commitment by accepting my aid. A contract was made, sealed by ancient words. Each kindness given must beget an equal one in turn. I have given many, and what value can be placed upon one's own mortal coil? Doubtless a question we will answer in time.
Attempt to protest, attempt to plead, or attempt to screen. Fate's decree binds me whatsoever betide. I'll just take it.
How's this? Your lips yearn to part through my glamour. Indeed, how thou hast grown. Oh, don't give me that face. Have I not ushered you well, friend? And I'll continue doing so until our bargain is settled. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended. I need you in Nightingale as much as you long to be home. In return for my counseling, you will help me. Such were the terms of our contract. Know this, the path you walk leads to a place we both desire. Would that I could tell you this was a reverie, but you more than dream in our wilds. These are no mere visions that can disappear with a blink. As I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, now to scape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call. So good night, till curtains fall. Ready your hands if we be friends. In time, we shall both restore amends.
That's not creepy at all. Alright, time to go to the watch. If you guys remember, that rhyme or poem, poetic excerpt there was the first thing Puck and, yourself have agreed to when you first entered this game. So in the very beginning, when you first talk to Puck and he offers his help, remember he does say those words. So he kind of brings it back. And, it's kind of like low-key implying it's going to come back to bite you in the ass, but, we'll see. Alright, let's go. Chelsea Ainsworth. We've had eyes on this portal for weeks. I have, rather, and nothing. For weeks! My heart nearly sprang from my throat seeing it spark to life again. This is my station, appointed to me and me alone. Chelsea is the name. Tell me, is it you responsible for this influx of souls here? I don't know how you did it, but Quatermain will be impressed. Quatermain, just the man I want to see. And he'll want to see you too, straight away. I'll report to Quatermain then. Quatermain is in the explorer's chamber upstairs, planning, plotting, strategizing. The door is always open, but show him respect. Oh God, forgive me. I did not see your pocket watch and guidebook before now. I've been wanting to earn mine for some time. They're not really mine. Ah, I see, yes. Nothing is truly our own. All sense of belonging and rightful possession has been lost with Earth. I see your point. I can only hope to be as wise as you someday. I shan't keep you longer. Don't deter your meeting with Quatermain. He demands punctuality. And mind his mutt. And welcome to the watch. Probably should have said that first. Many thanks. Alright, let's go upstairs and talk to Alan Quatermain himself. So this area, the watch, it looks so much better with higher settings, like graphics settings, guys. I mean, the whole room just looks so different. I've seen other people walk through this area with like much higher settings, and it's like insane the difference between the like what I'm currently playing on and that. But maybe someday we'll reach that point. The unmistakable fetter of interrealmic space. You opened a portal here then. A miracle of sorts, outshone only by the glow in your eyes. It is with honor that I, Alan Quatermain, formally introduce you to the Watch, a place where lost bodies and minds coalesce to form a new bastion for a new era. A dignified space, much better than roughing it in the realms. We've made arrangements for whatever comforts we could, but you should wear the stink of adventure with pride. I must ask, what brought you to the Watch. We're eager to expand our numbers, but we've not managed to spread word out to the realms yet. I came here after securing a permanent portal to the Watch. A permanent portal, you say? Pardon my skepticism, but such a thing hasn't been achieved since the Calamity. On top of that, you're no realm walker, no geo-arcanist, yet you don our pocket watch and guidebook. A Fae helped, but oddly his name slipped my mind. A Fae, Perhaps one with a tendency to stick his fingers in human pies? If so, I wonder what his aim is. Be cautious, regardless. Go on, tell your tale. I happened across the dashing Miss Bly in Gloriana's Tears. Nellie! Oh, the relief I feel to hear her name. I'm not a man of God, but if divine order ever dwelled in anyone, it is within that woman. What's next? I need to know how exactly you opened the portal. We repaired a damaged stabilizer by scavenging arcane materials. Ingenious, I admit. All Calcularia technology has its links to the realms, put through a sieve of mathematics. You went right to the source. That you stand before me is evidence that the pioneer spirit courses through you like fire on the river Styx. Nellie is to thank, not I. I say, you've earned those tools of the trade, so let my word be bond. As the Explorer's First, I hereby designate you an official Realm Walker and a welcome member of the Royal Cosmographical and Geo-Arcane Society. Congratulations, you made it to the Watch. Quick travel here at any time. Okay. Continuing. I have synchronized your pocket watch to the Watch's frequency so that you may come and go as you please. This should enable you to come here from anywhere in the realms, and then return to your estate when you take your leave. What about travel from the Watch to Nightingale? Ah, of course, Nightingale. Can anything else take hold of our minds as of late? But desire without planning is like the lightning. It is beautiful, it links earth to heaven, but it blinds and can kill if you leave yourself exposed. So let's not sour our present victory with discussions of the multitude of uncertainties that lie beyond us. Not for now, at least. Go on, enjoy yourself, celebrate, and get to know the fine community we've built here at the Watch. That sounds like a good idea. Alright, alright. Too much talk and my tongue tires. Worse, I can see you're preparing to utter a thank you from the awkward movements of your throat. There's nothing I hate more than being on the receiving end of a hat tip. Savor the moment, Realm Walker. Victories like this don't come often these days. Farewell for now. And you know what? You do get my hat tip, so there you go. There you go. And we are off. Talk to Barnabas Dent in the Grand Hall of the Watch, so let's find them and talk to him. Oh, he's over here. I was running to the wrong NPC. There we go. Greetings, my fine Geo-Arcane initiate. Finding yourself with an excess of essence and need of goods or services? I, Barnabas Dent of the acclaimed Dent and Daughters, am standing by ever ready to acquiesce. I was told to see you about improving my equipment. Ah, Mr. Quatermain knows exactly who he can rely on down here. I, of course, would be happy to supply the whole of the explorers with arms of the highest quality were my establishment up and running. When do you expect to be ready? Shortly, my esteemed customer, but some things simply cannot be rushed. While I, myself, am not yet open for business, there are many fine folk here who, with my help, have established quite lucrative businesses of their own. Whatsoever you might seek, I assure you it can be found with one of these excellent proprietors. I suppose I'll take a look then. Of course. Don't forget about Dent and Daughters while you browse. For an eager visitor, might I provide a sample of our unparalleled merchandise ahead of the crowds? There will be plenty more available for purchase once our doors are open. Alright. Apparently we got new items. It's weird that I unlocked a Oh, you know what? That might have been part of the quest. Never mind. I had like a little brain fart there. Alright, talk to Peter Smith-Jones in the Grand Hall. Oh, he's back. They moved him. He was actually over there, but now he's over here. By the way, guys, this is the first episode that we have, where Nightingale City has been implemented into the game. So that's why I might be like kind of awkward in the watch, because there's a few areas where NPCs used to be, but they moved them. So I'm still getting used to the new positioning of these characters. So, you know, all right, let's hang in there. Oh there, I don't suppose you've had a free moment to regale of the goings-on out in these fair realms, newcomer? You're quite a bit fresher than most in this stuffy old tower, I'd wager. You've now a better understanding of the outside world than we. I was hoping to ask you some questions, actually. Ah, then I suspect you already know who I am, and introductions are far overdue. Peter Smith-Jones is the name, editor-in-chief of Nightingale's finest paper, the Sunday Courier. Where shall we start? Quatermain mentioned you may have information. Did he now? Frankly, I'm surprised he deigned to mention me with his new recruits. What did he say exactly? He holds your intelligence in very high esteem. Now there's a flam if I've ever heard one. Ha! He would, of course, be right to say so. If the Watch's happenings are of interest, there's none more well acquainted than I. I'll return when I require your knowledge. Alright, now we have to talk to Mancoba of the 3rd floor of the Watch, so, let's do it. Here's Mancoba. Greetings, Realm Walker. Another fresh face arrives to seek adventure. I am the acting ambassador of the Explorers, advisor to Quatermain, and guide for those who had not the luxury of training before joining us in these wild lands. You may call me Mancoba. Quatermain sent me to you. Quatermain has sent me many young recruits to train, but none as puzzling as you. You have no formal training, yet novice can't quite describe you, not when your deeds brought us to the resolution our combined efforts could not. Puzzling indeed. I'm gonna go with this. Actually, I received some guidance from Mr. Acevedo Ortega. Aurelio Acevedo Ortega? Ah, the puzzle becomes clearer. Obsession and recklessness are dangerous qualities for a teacher, but in the right circumstances, they can yield the most interesting pupils. Be that as it may, you're still new to our society, and should enjoy the traditions that come with that. I know Quatermain would not forgive me if I let you leave without hearing of the initiation. I'm not interested in a hazing. We have no use for rites meant to shame or isolate. In times like these, it would be foolish to belittle the value of community. I'm certain our self-proclaimed sentinel will enjoy regaling you with all that's involved in this tradition. Her name is Shiv Pearson, and you can find her standing over guard over the portal on the other side of the room. Now, if you require anything else, I'm glad to offer you more of my time. I have everything I need for now. Alright, let's talk to Shiv. Well, who's this I see? Chest inflated with all the vainglory of a calcularian know-it-all? If it weren't for that pocket-watching guidebook, I'd send you right back down those stairs. I'm a realm walker, not a calcularian. I suppose time will tell. Oh, don't go turning those breaches into gas pipes. It was only a jape. My, if that's enough to send you reeling, you'll never survive these vaults. Shiv is the name, sentinel of these vaults. How might I help you? Mancoba suggested I speak with you about my initiation. Rightfully so. Nothing gets in or out of this vault without my notice. That knife couldn't scare off a mouse. Luckily for you, I respect Mancoba too much to let you go off unprepared. Listen, as much as I love a good give and take, the initiation is to be taken seriously. If you're serious about being a realm walker, you need to be prepared for the worst, and that is what the vault offers. Oh no, not the worst. I'm positively terrified. Through that portal lie dungeons deigned by the Fae to conjure one's wildest nightmares. Every room will invoke a different beast from the barest fears hidden in the depths of your soul. It may sound cruel, but with everything we explorers do, it has purpose. You see, in this vault, you may leave the horrors whenever you desire. In the wilds, you might not have such luck. Resilience and discipline are key. You'll bleed, you'll break, but you'll patch yourself up and return fiercer than before. There's no shame in failure, only in surrender. Once you face the demons and spat in their faces, come back to me. I'll make you a real realm walker. I have all the information I need. Then go, and if you fall, your fellow realm walkers will be ready to offer you their hand. I will keep that in mind. Talk to Alan Quatermain on the second floor of the watch. Alright, let's go down the stairs. Yes, I see there are questions nipping at your mind. I've introduced myself to the people at the watch. Good, good. You have indulged this old man far too patiently, but I see your curiosity threatens to burst out of your skull the longer I delay the matter of Nightingale, so let us get on with it at once. I can only assume you came here after the transit portal to Nightingale. However, since Nellie surely attempted to educate you on all the moving gears of our conundrum, you must be aware it was rendered kaput with the collapse of the portal network. Fortunately, while you and Nellie paved a route from the realms to the watch, we've busied ourselves with the other side of that bridge. Our efforts progress both slow as a frozen river and fast as a southern wind, but we'd welcome another pair of hands to join the struggle. You seem to do a lot of taking. I'm waiting for the giving. Indeed, we find ourselves lacking accolades to spread during the end of times. Rest assured, the work will continue with or without your aid, but we'd welcome it nonetheless. Prior to the calamity, one could effortlessly travel from the watch and back to Earth by stepping into the transept. The portal still stands, but with its destination cut at the seams, it's of no immediate use to us. Thus, we placed our hopes in the construction of a new one. In the southern tower of the watch, you'll find a group of scholars headed by one Agatha Harris. With an unparalleled knowledge of the Pale and strangely poetic mind for a calcularian, she has instilled some sorely needed unorthodoxy into our endeavors. Her crew made admirable strides with little recourse, but they find themselves at a standstill. Miss Harris requested the aid of a realm walker trained in the odd and unconventional, and unsurprisingly, your name leapt to my tongue. Say no more. I'll seek her out. All right, now we gotta go talk to Miss Agatha Harris. We keep getting some really nice materials, so we what did we just get? Titan's fingernail, right? Where is it? Oh, did we not pick it up? Well, we did get a head wrap, so we did get some newer items. I'm gonna probably put these on my helper, but we'll see. Actually, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't decided, but in general, I'm trying to see if there's anything else, because it says that we unlocked Titan's fingernail, but I don't see it in my inventory, so I assume that some of these unlocks are just for glamour purposes, which, I mean, is fine. Let's continue. Oh boy. Just lagged hard for a second there. Perhaps it could be reopened for just a moment. Excuse me. Oh, beg pardon. I didn't hear you approach over the whirring of the machines. It's always heartening to see new faces here. My name is Agatha Harris, resident researcher into the unending pestilence we call the Pale. Quatermain sent me to assist you with your work. Then you and he have my thanks. It is a great help. Was he able to explain the purpose of this machinery? You mentioned the creation of a new transept. Exactly. Up these stairs lies the output of Nightingale's second transport portal. A transept is exceptional in that it enforces a single, continuous destination, not dissimilar to the connection you forged from the realms to the watch, but entirely man-made. Unfortunately, building a transept anew is no simple or safe task. The last attempt nearly brought us to extinction, after all. Thus, we seek to recycle as much as possible from the defunct machine upstairs. And how do you plan to do that? Among the many resources required to erect a transept, the most elusive as well as dangerous is what we call a collocated lotus. Once a regular lotus, it goes through a specific regiment to attune itself to the unique vibrations of a realm, or city, as the case may be. Without the means to attune a new lotus to Nightingale, we have little choice but to retrieve the one lost between our transept and its counterpart. Ultimately, our goal is to facilitate travel to the interrealmic void. Yes, that void. From the home of the bound, and to the best of our knowledge, the origin of the Pale itself. How could anyone survive that limbo? While I can't make travel safe, I can hope to make it viable. The device before us combines the principles behind the portal stabilizers and Nightingale's Pale pylons. Its repellent force will diffuse from the origin of the portal, stimulating a reasonably stable connection and decreasing the concentration of Pale in the atmosphere. Our progress has been quiet but fierce, and twice we managed to secure a connection, however fleeting it was. With your aid, I believe we edge closer towards a breakthrough. What do you need from me? The new stream of resources and manpower you made available will see our production grow tenfold. Still, we're working with hundreds where the city had thousands, and those thousands were aided by industrial machines. I fear our work will never cease if we continue to replicate all the intricate mechanical contrivances required by the... I'm not sure if it's contrivances or contrivances. I'm gonna have to look that up. Required by the original schematics, in lieu of the machinery. I propose we find parallels in magical infusions. I have toyed with the idea for a time. However, as you can imagine, when it comes to magic, my calcularian education leaves me at a disadvantage. My research led me to the most suitable infusions, but I lack the means of crafting them myself. Give me the list and I'll see what I can do. Thank you. You're helping more than just the people of the watch. I'll return with news. Alright, so now we're gonna head... Oh, actually, before we head back, I want to show you guys something. So I just kind of want to talk about the watch a little bit and kind of give a little bit of insight as to what this place is, what you can do here, and the kinds of things that are kind of important when it comes to the watch. So the watch is basically your late game area where you can buy pretty much everything you need to upgrade your gear. So for example, if we talk to this person here, Everett, we're just going to get past that. All right, so this person sells different tile sets. So if you want to buy the Frontier tile set, Regency tile set, or Obsidian tile sets, you can get them here at the watch. There's also an NPC over here, Carmen, who sells, I believe, the Porter pistol. So there it is right there. You can get that from her. Then there is also another trader, Ruben, and he sells your outfits or your gear. So there's different outfits you can get. So the newest set is the Wrangler set. There's also some other stuff, I'm pretty sure. Oh, here it is. Scholar's breeches, Sentinel's breeches, Hunter's breeches. So these are tier 4 items, I believe. Like, I think they're all tier 4. And there's also these other things you can get. So Wrangler hat. I think I might actually make the Wrangler gear on this character. I haven't made it yet. I have made you know, the Scholar's stuff before, just because I prefer to use like I just like the way that the gear looks. But I think for this playthrough I might just try the Wrangler gear. And then at the bottom here for item customization, he also sells you the different bundles. So if you want to have every forest creature type of material unlocked to basically glamour your gear with any of, you know, something specific, then you can get it here. The one thing I wish they did is I wish that they listed the exact list of all the items or all the types that you get onto this page. I think that would be helpful. But that will be for feedback later. I'm gonna have to probably put that in. And then of course we go back to Barnabas Dent. I think Luce and let's see, they do sell stuff. So they sell potions. So remember, these are crafting recipes. You're not actually buying the potions from them. So all the stuff that you can get, you know, the resources, however, these are just items. You do get these items, right? I don't recommend, so really quick, I do not recommend buying any of this from the watch. It's very expensive with, I mean, how much you have to, what was I gonna say? It's very expensive with how much you have to, you know, spend in order to get this, and you can just craft it yourself. So there's really no reason to go through all this. You know, the powerful human, dark, and nature seals, you can craft those yourself. The only reason why you would buy these here, I think, would be if you don't have essence to make your seals. So if you don't have enough essence for some reason to make a powerful human seal, or if you don't have enough to you know, craft it yourself, then you would probably come here and buy it. But I don't really recommend that. There's better uses for that, for your essence, especially your tier 4 purple essence, or I guess it's like kind of pink, but I consider it purple. It's purple. And then of course Bernice also sells upgrade stuff. So the upgrade bench, you can make the upgrade bench, but you can get the epic upgrade and the rare upgrades unlocked through here. There's also new enchantments like the Blast Miner's Trap, Dispel, and Bramble Wall. You can also get different charms. So there's a bunch. I mean, I'm not going to go through all of them here, but there's some that you can only buy the recipe for here in the watch. There's also adventure miner cards. So you're probably wondering, what does this mean, right? Estate miner cards versus adventure miner cards. So the adventure miner cards would be stuff like the Apogean Dragon's Horde card, for example. So if you go for Dragon's Horde Apogean card, for example. Oh, never mind. You can actually see them here. Hold on. Did the other ones... Did I not notice that? Oh, so I guess they do list everything here. I'm sorry. I didn't really... See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you'd expect it to be here, not here. So... Anyway, here are all the cards you can get from this. So, like I said, Dragon's Horde Apogean, Deep Feywilds, all that good stuff. So I'm just going to quickly show you guys. For the State Miner cards, you can get these. Do I think that these cards are worth it for the Miner cards? Probably not. Like, I wouldn't rush to get those, but they are nice to have. You also have these realm cards, so if you want to get to the Ascended Realms, you're probably wondering, what the heck is an Ascended Realm, right? Well, the Ascended Realms are basically this, the same kind of realms you were able to procedurally generate before that we've unlocked in our progression tab, but this definitely gives you a late game version of that, so that you're actually getting tier 4 essence throughout your journey. So that's there. That's kind of important. You also have realm cards. Well, actually, yeah. So that's what I just went over. Oh, you have beds. So you have the scholarly cat bed. So if you want the catto with the hatto, you can get that here too. And there's of course the tier 4 estate cairn. I wouldn't worry about upgrading your estate cairn unless you're like running out of space to put your helpers or something, or like, I wouldn't even say running out of space, but like, let's say you want more helpers at the base. I did a whole guide on estate cairns and their uses, as well as like their capacity and all that good stuff. I did an entire guide on that, so I'm actually gonna link it here so you can access that later. So hopefully I don't forget to link that in the video, but that is very important. But yeah, I made a whole guide about NPC helpers at your base. And then of course we have the excellent upgrade bench, which you would need to purchase before you even use the different upgrade stuff here. So, you know, that's why this has like a, you know, a thing here that says this item contains requirements you haven't unlocked. That's what they're talking about. You need to get this excellent upgrade bench first before you buy the stuff up here. So that's just something to think about. But yeah, the adventure minor cards I think are probably some of the best cards you can get, other than, you know, maybe the ascended cards after. I mean, like, for the minor cards, those are basically the best ones you can get. My favorite ones from this are the Dragon's Hoard Aposian card. I think that's probably one of my favorites. And then I also trying to think what else is very good. The Blood Moon Aposian card is also very good if you're trying to get a bunch of bound resources and things like that. So yeah, just stuff to think about. If you guys would be interested in seeing like a kind of a breakdown of every card in the game and like where I would put them like a tier wise, like whether it's really good or really bad or whatever, maybe that would be like something I could do separately for another video. But yeah, but let me go back really quick to, let me find Ruben real quick. Where's Ruben? Oh, they're right here. Okay, let's go back real quick because I forgot to check something. So if we go to, you know, the item customization, yeah, so I'm not crazy. So basically what I'm saying is that they need to add like a little thing here to expand and tell us exactly what things you get, you know. But yeah, that's basically it. Anyway, let's go back to Respite. All right, and we are back. And the next thing I'm gonna do is actually open up my progression tab. We're gonna take a look and see, you know, what items we can unlock and things like that. Also, as I mentioned last time, there is an actual use for our spyglass now. So I think I will upgrade that, and I think I will also probably, I don't think I'll upgrade my lantern. I don't really need it since I'm playing on the lowest settings. I know that sounds kind of wild, right? Like, what do you mean, right? But I only really use it to warm myself up or to dry off quickly, so it is what it is. But yeah, it looks like we've unlocked the stuff we've wanted to unlock. I'm gonna go to the magic tab and we're gonna unlock some of these cards. This here is an undiscovered skill. We'll worry about that later. It's funny, because it says it's revealed by exploring the realms, but I'm not entirely sure what this is. I'll have to check on my other character where I'm further along to see what this actually is. But I don't remember off the top of my head, so I don't know if I'll like add that here or what, depending on how important it is, so maybe not. The hunt card, or the hunter card, is something I'm gonna unlock because I do want to get extra stuff from that. The farm card is really nice. The alchemist card is really nice. We do have a copy of the alchemist card in our inventory because remember, I think either like last time or the time before that we got an alchemist card in a chest, and that was like a super lucky find, honestly. So that's something else to think about. There's also, let's see, what else do we want? Other charms that we want. I think Charm of the Leader will be another one we want to unlock. I might not even have to choose everything just because I have so much essence right now. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking around, making sure there's not anything out here. Let's check out our food items. Okay, consumables looks pretty good. Anyway, so the big thing we need to work on will be the tier 3 clothing. I think this is tier 3 plus. So before you even get tier 4 clothing, this is your set down here. I think I'm gonna go for, this is kind of a hard choice. I kind of, honestly, it doesn't really matter what you pick. Just pick what you think you like most. That's probably what you're gonna need, but just know that you're gonna need this this gear set for a while until you can get enough tier 4 essence to upgrade to the stuff that's in the watch. So in our case, we're actually, instead of going to do boss rush, because boss rush is a little bit more, how do I say this? It's a little bit more gambly, I think, to do boss rush than it is to do, to go into a procedurally generated realm when you're playing by yourself. If you're playing with friends, doing boss rush is probably more time efficient for getting your tier 4 essence. But as far as, you know, solo, you know, doing this stuff solo goes, I think going into a procedurally generated realm, ideally an ascended realm, is probably our best bet. But we won't be able to do that until we can unlock those cards, and I think those cards are unlocked with either 100 essence or something. I'd have to double check. We were just in there and I do not remember, but either way, we're gonna have to get those. We're also gonna need some pants. I think I'm gonna go with these breeches. I could also, you know what, maybe for the coat we'll go with a Druidic jacket. I'm kind of feeling a jacket, you know. Maybe we'll have a nice jacket there. I can go for a different shirt, so maybe something like the Hermetic's casual shirt can be fine too. What else are we gonna get? We could get boots. I'm just gonna pick whatever style I like most, and this is the easiest one for me to get. I kind of like these more though, the way they look, so I'm gonna go with this one with the Druidic boots. And of course for the hat, I really like the Druidic bonnet. It's pretty cool. But these other hats, like the top hat and stuff, are really cute too. So I don't know, like I'm kind of on the fence, but I think I'll go with the bonnet this time. For the gloves, I'm just gonna go for the let's go with the Druidic gloves for the injury resistance, and the I mean, they both have injury resistance, but I'll just go with these. I just like that style a little bit more. And then of course we have items that we have not unlocked yet, or that we haven't even you know, messed with yet. Now let's go back to the tools, make sure we have all the tools that we want unlocked. Looks like we did unlock those things. I'm gonna unlock the spyglass, the mystic spyglass. We also don't know what this is yet. I haven't really fished much in the realms, but you can do some fishing if you really want to. Trying to see if there's anything else I want to use. You know what, maybe a I don't know, the revolver could be nice, but the Lancaster is something I like as well. The Lancaster isn't as durable, but the damage is higher, so let's go with the revolver. I haven't messed around with the revolver very much. I'll try that out. Let's see. Some grenades might not be a bad idea. Launchers can be cool or dangerous depending on how you use them. I don't think I want to equip that onto my helper right now either, but you know, that's something to think about. You can take a sword and other items, but I'm just gonna go with what I feel comfortable with for the most part, and maybe try out a couple things. I guess I could unlock the fishing rod, and then I think that's it for now. I don't think there's any cards or anything else that I want at the moment, because oh no, I should have unlocked the industry card. I done goofed there. But that's okay. We'll be able to get our tier 3 essence later. Now, the thing is, if we're going to make these infusions, we're going to need tier 3 essence, but as you can see here, well, actually, I should just show. As you can see here, we're going to need these. We're going to need these. I might actually have... So it looks like I actually have 2 for the one that I need. So, you know what? Let's put one of these in the chest. We're also gonna need a tier 3 time infusion, so speed and maleficium resist not potions. Let's see. Magic power. We do not have another one. So, yeah, I'm gonna need to go get some tier 3 essence to make that. As far as these charms and stuff goes, I'm gonna put that away. Looks like I'm actually running out of space for some of these items, which is kind of a good thing, but, I need to start using some of these charms and stuff, or even just getting rid of the ones I don't want to use. But I don't want to make that decision right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to copy this dresser, and we're going to put one right here. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's put one right there. Oh, did I not add it? And we're gonna name this dresser, we'll name it Magic Spillover for now, and we'll allow building from it. Not that anything in there is really used for building, but I like to have it available. And then we're gonna put all this other stuff away. Looks like we have tier 4 Holt Bloom. I'm gonna put that away in there. Oh, and let's not forget about the, Fabled Elder Jotunwood. You can also get more of that from, Boss Rush. And I think also maybe the Vault. I'd have to double check. But I know you for sure you can get them from Boss Rush. Making sure we got everything else put away. I'm gonna put this ammo away. This firearm, I think I'm gonna leave the rifle here as well. And let's gear up our helper. We're gonna equip this and this. And I'm gonna take this and this from them. I'm gonna do some extractions. I'm probably wondering, why didn't I put that stuff on myself? Well, I kind of want to make my own custom gear with better stats, so that's gonna be like basically that's probably what we're gonna do next time, is craft our various what was it called? I forgot what I was gonna say. We're gonna have to craft various gear. So I think next time the plan will be to upgrade my gear, craft it up, and then we're also probably gonna head over to some of these other realms. So like we're gonna need to get more tier 4 essence, and that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but first we need to get tier 3 essence. So I think what I might do is I might go to Gloriana's Tears or even the Hollowed Moor and farm up some tier 3 essences, and then from there we're going to use those tier 3 essences. Or actually I could make a procedurally generated realm now I think about it. I might have the card for one. Hold on, let me check the let me check this table real quick. Let me double check this. So, the Provisioner realms, right? If I go to Provisioner Desert realm, I think we'll get tier 3 essence from that. I think these are... It says 40 on there. Not entirely sure. Let's see, this is 3++. Provisioner is till tier 3. So anything that has tier 3 on it should be fine. The Hunt realms can be pretty good for that. So the Hunt is tier 3++. So maybe I'll put down a Hunt Forest realm. I haven't gone into a forest realm in a hot minute, but we're gonna need some coated paper anyway. So, we'll make some coated paper. We could also, get some cards for Hunt Forest Realm, so maybe that's what I should do, is go there. Or I could go to, like I said earlier, the Provisioner's Realm. So the reason why I'm mentioning the Provisioner's Realm is because I need more iron. I'm actually really low on iron, and I need it for this desk, for this augment. So I know for sure if I go to a Provisioner Desert Realm, there is iron there, I'm pretty sure. Trying to think if there's anything else, but yeah, maybe a Hunt Desert Realm might not be a bad idea either. Just to get that card out. Hunt Forest, and then I'll make another one for Hunt Swamp. So those cards will be making themselves in the meantime. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this playthrough. We will pick up where we left off next time. Thanks for watching, and as always, Sholo out.